Hey, welcome to our, what is today? Wednesday live broadcast. Thank you so much for jumping on with us. I just noticed on my Facebook screen that I need to pull my thing down a little bit so I don't look like I'm sitting here with no clothes on. So, welcome to today's broadcast. If you're catching this live, welcome as always. If you're catching this on the rebroadcast, thank you so much for clicking in with us and being part of this amazing community. Today, we are going to talk about how to be healthy with food. If you are new to our community, my name is Diane, and for the past 25 years, I have been helping women find nutrition plans and fitness programs to help them look and feel their best and live their most authentic life. And here in this community, we are doing that through the practice of intermittent fasting and being a very supportive community of like-minded women. So welcome. We love having new people here. Make sure you like or subscribe if you're joining us on YouTube, and like us on Facebook so that you'll be notified when we go live or upload new content. So today we're going to talk about how to be healthy with food. And what I have found, and now what I teach other women how to do about their nutrition and taking care of their bodies and really creating a healthy lifestyle for themselves, really has nothing to do with nutritional facts per se, counting calories, managing macros, stepping on a scale, any of those things. All of that stuff is super irrelevant when your goal is to be healthy with food. What we really need to start doing as women is figuring out what is holding us up or making us fall off track or making us feel like we're constantly failing or being caught up in that sort of hamster wheel of life and repeating the same mistakes over and over again. And that really boils down to what's going on here with us and our relationship with food, and a lot of what's going on here with us and the relationship that we have with food, and figuring out why it is we feel so victimized or why we feel like we're being held captive to a set of rules or philosophies that really don't apply to us personally. And then having the experience or the strength or maybe just someone telling you that it's okay to not fall into those things anymore. And because we are a society that is really led by dieting and a lot of industry hype around certain ways of eating or titles about eating or predetermined rules about what we are and aren't supposed to do or what is right or what is wrong for the masses of people, and never really identifying it down to the individual woman and what she needs for her body. And so to be healthy with food, we have to figure out us. We have to figure out what drives us, what's motivating to us, what our own personal body chemistry is needing. We have to slow down enough and really listen to what our body is telling us when we do something that involves nutrition, so that we know when we have a good reaction and we know when we have a bad reaction to something. And I always say that, there's no such thing as categorizing food as far as food that is good and food that is bad. We can't be that generalized about food. Food is very personal and food is very deep for us. And each person or each woman is the only person that should put the designators of good or bad on any kind of food based on how her body responds when that food goes in and what kind of chemical reaction happens. And when we get dialed into that feeling and we start to really pay attention to those signs and signals and can really pinpoint a thing that we do or an action that we have or a food that we've consumed to a feeling or a response in our body, that's the only way we're going to be able to really become healthy with food. There's no perfect plate. There's no perfect way to manage calories. We actually should not even be counting calories anymore. There's no perfect macro ratios. There's no perfect calorie burn. There's not even a perfect way for us to exercise. Every single day, our body chemistry is changing. It's adjusting. It's trying to balance itself out with all of the outside forces that we have, with all of the emotions that we go through, with all of the chemical reactions, with all of the hormonal imbalances. So we're never at a steady state. So to think that we can follow some predetermined plan by the letter that is designed for a mass group of people and have it work for us is just not healthy. And so we really have to let go a lot of those methods and protocols and meal plans and container systems and measuring devices and complicated math problems to try to figure out how we're supposed to nourish our body. What we really need to do is just pay attention. And the best way to really get healthy with what it is that we want to do with our food is to start thinking again. Thinking about what makes sense for our life, for our needs emotionally, physically, and mentally, what is going to work well with the mission statement that we have for the way that we want to live our own life. And when we then place food or place nutrition into all of those things that we are looking for ourselves, that's when we truly can become healthy with food. So it starts here and it starts here. All the rest of nutrition labels, all the rest of the things that we have done in the past that we've attempted to do to become healthy with food, we really need to learn to let go of and go back to the basics. What is going to make you, the individual woman, look and feel your best and live your most authentic life? And when you can live within those choice parameters, you've won the battle, and you can live your life healthy with whatever food or whatever nutrition is placed in front of you, because you're going to be able to make informed decisions for yourself based on what you want for yourself. And every woman deserves to look and feel her best and live her most authentic life based on the guidelines and the terms and the desires that she wants to have for herself, without outside forces interfering, without judgment, without criticism, without side eyes being stared at you in a lunchroom. You should be able to boldly live your life with food and nutrition by your terms, with the goals that you have set in mind. And so really start working on that. Stop panicking. Stop feeling like you need someone to deliver you a recipe or to hand you a meal plan or to provide you with a box set plan that, like I said, was developed in the masses for the masses to work for you as an individual woman. It will never be a success for you. It will never be long term, and will always leaving you feeling really unhealthy emotionally and mentally about what should be a very healthy experience for you physically. So let's get back to the basics, ladies. Let's work on being really healthy with what it is that we want to have for our life, the way we want to live out our life, and the way we feel about the choices that we're making. And I promise you, we've had so many positive experiences with this kind of lifestyle and this community of women and the women who've been in our course. And I can say that I am a success story as well, that once you get to that point, there's nothing that's going to be able to knock you off track. And we have to just go back to trusting ourselves and trusting our instincts and knowing that we have the best ability to make informed decisions for ourselves. And we need to act like grown-up, mature, knowledgeable women and stop being, or not so much being, and I'm guilty of this too, so I'm speaking from my own heart and my own experience when I say this. We need to stop checking out and relying on other people to tell us what we need to do for ourselves. We really need to go back to taking control of it for ourselves and really thinking through the process and asking ourselves those tough why questions. Why am I doing this repeatedly? Why is it that I'm not getting what I want to get? Why is it that it's important for me to make these changes for myself, regardless of what other people are going to say and regardless of what happens in life when I'm on the journey through this process? What is it going to take for me to be able to really stick to this so that I can finally be healthy with food? So healthy with food doesn't necessarily mean that you're making the better choice of things to eat. Healthy with food means that your mind and your emotions and your heart are in the right place, so you can make healthy decisions for you that will last a lifetime. So I hope that helps some of you who are struggling or frantically or panically looking for someone to give you a box set of success as far as what you need to do for your own nutritional guidelines. It just doesn't work that way. And I think we've been around long enough to prove to ourselves that what we've done in the past isn't working anymore. We have to go back to thinking for ourselves. And when we think for ourselves, then we make the best decisions for ourselves. And that's really going to give us the freedom that we want and the success that we want to have in terms of aging well and looking and feeling our best while living our most authentic life. And to me, that is one of the best feelings that any woman could have. And I always say that it's the most attractive thing that we can wear is living our own authenticity and not living under the confines of some rules that someone else is establishing for us, and they probably don't even know who we are. So we want to live authentically whenever possible. So let me jump on here on YouTube. I'm gonna try to stay up on Facebook so it doesn't look like I'm shirtless on the rebroadcast of this video here. I'm gonna welcome everyone on YouTube and answer any questions. Lori, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. I appreciate that. Jessica, where do you buy your olives? We mostly buy our olives at Trader Joe's, and I know not everywhere has Trader Joe's. I always say olives are like Coke or Pepsi. You know, it's like you have to kind of try different brands of olives, different places where they make them, maybe it's like fresh and like salad bars or whatever, and then find the flavor. Consistency is a big thing with olives too. Find the one that works for you and then just kind of go for that. We've gone through a lot of olives that we haven't particularly liked, and so this one kind that they sell at Trader Joe's, and it's a Trader Joe's brand, everyone in our family enjoys, and we eat mostly green olives now. Not for any particular reason that other than the whole family enjoys them. So we used to be just a black olive family. Now we tend to reach for the green. Another olive that I really like is, and I don't know the brand name of them, they're green olives and they're stuffed with a jalapeno. I really like those, especially when I'm kind of edging toward the end of my fast and I just kind of want something to take the edge off. One green olive with the stuffed jalapeno in there is fantastic as far as just kind of taking that urge off for needing something to eat. So that's another one that I like as well. And that's that one is a pretty common like grocery store olive. You can find those pretty much anywhere. Jessica, Pam from Fresno, welcome. I'm watching from Riverside, California. I have something ear infection. Oh, you have an ear infection. ENT doctor said it's going to take a month to cure. It's like I have a Virginia infection. I don't even know what that means, but fast. That's the best thing you could do for an infection for sure. Oh, thank you. Okay, Michael brought me the olives so I can show you guys. Thank you, Michael, my lovely assistant. So Mazzetta, I think is the brand, jalapeno stuffed olives. So these are the ones that I like to kind of snack on. One or two really does the trick on these. And then these are the green olives that we get from Trader Joe's. And my lovely girlfriends, Joanna and Kara, brought me some of these for my birthday today. Super sweet when your girlfriends know you well enough to bring you the right olives. So thank you for that, ladies. So those are the two we tend to reach for the most. Okay, let's see who else we got here. I lost my place on YouTube, so sorry. Jet, I think it is. Happy birthday here from Denmark. I'm in the upcoming May course and I can't wait to start. Oh, I'm so excited for you. We're going to have a blast in May for sure. Christy, hello. Hillcross Farm, amen, so agreed, 1000%. Yes, totally. Pam, happy birthday, thank you so much. Lori, how much is the course? Lori, make sure you're on our email list. I don't talk about course specifics like that, registration stuff here. Just make sure you're on our email list or go to if4todaysagingwoman.com and all the course information is there for you. For sure. We need to learn to eat and live more intuitively. Absolutely. Lori, happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you, Lisa. Jessica, I love your green olives. Yeah, they're the best. I'm Greek, so for me, olives are life. Oh, I bet you know where to get the good ones too. Pam, what's the name of the bread that you had found at Walmart? I can't remember what date. Oh, it was the Base Culture. And if you go to the Base Culture website, it's baseculture.com. And at your checkout, if you type in DY20, you can get a 20% discount. I'm not an affiliate or anything for them. I just reached out to them and say I would love to share their bread. Can you offer us some sort of discount for my community? And they offered a 20% discount. So DY20 at the checkout at baseculture.com. Okay, so let me see who's here on Facebook today, and welcome everybody. And thank you so much for all the birthday wishes. I asked you guys to share a little bit with me on my Facebook page and my Instagram page, some things that you've learned from being in this community. And oh my gosh, they're so amazing. I love reading all of your aha moments and all of the things that you've learned, most importantly about yourself from this community of amazing women, and how you're sharing all of your experiences and aha moments with the other women in your life that you care about. So keep sharing, keep paying it forward. And if you haven't reached out to me yet on Facebook or Instagram, please go and leave me a message about something that you've learned from hanging out with us in this community here. I love it, and I'm sure it will help someone else who's swinging by as well. So Michael, thank you so much. Jarisol, hello. Oh, thank you so much, Jarisol. That is so sweet of you to say. Janet, thank you so much. Diane, happy birthday from Fort Stockton, Texas. You're looking great as usual. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm feeling fantastic today. I'm going to share a little bit of my day with you guys in just a second too. Lori, watching from Nevada, best birthday wishes to you. Thank you. Gracie, thank you. Sandy, hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm having a great day. Thank you. Jarisol, happy birthday, you sweet senorita. Oh, thank you. That's sweet of you to say. Diane, Kendra, hello. Joy, hello. Cindy, hello. Ingrid, thanks for jumping on, girlfriend. Janet, this was the most important thing I took away from your course. Figure out what works for me and then do what works for me. Yes, that is like the... And I'll pause here for just a second and say that, I get so many women who reach out to me and go, oh, will you give us recipes or tell us what to eat in your course? No, I will not. I will absolutely not. But I will ask you to take some time to figure that out for yourself. And I give lots of suggestions and lots of, I used to eat this and now I eat this, or have you ever considered this, and give this one a try kind of things. Because there's a whole world of nutrition out there for us. And I think we get so closed off into what other people think we should be eating that we tend to cheat ourselves out of some new opportunities. And Michael and I and our family have had so many great feasts just by kind of, getting out of the box a little bit and experimenting with some things and some different foods or some different ways to put things together. And I know that I've received a couple messages from some women who receive some of the recipes or food ideas that we send out. And you'll notice, like, I don't give ingredient amounts on much of anything because I don't know. Like, I literally just toss stuff together, and if it looks good, we eat it, or if it tastes good, we eat it. And I don't measure things, I don't count things, I don't really care about what the macro makeup is so much. I've really just cut things out to the point where if it's in our house, we know it's good for us, kind of thing. I don't buy things for the kids. So what we have in our house fits our goals nutritionally. So I don't need to measure things. And there's sometimes that works, and there's sometimes it's a complete disaster, and that's all okay too. I don't have the time to do that in my life. I am not a recipe follower, and I'm not a recipe user. And so I know that frustrates a couple people, but what I ask you to do is just take the pressure off a little bit and just wing it every now and then, and see if you can maybe create some new things for yourself that you wouldn't have thought of creating because you were so tied to being dependent on a recipe. Just throw food together and call it something is the best advice I can give women with food. Becky, thank you for the wishes to make it around the sun one more year. I appreciate that so much. Janet, happy birthday. January course, March and April class. Susan, thank you. Jillian, thank you. Love the olive bar at Sprouts. Oh yeah, we see that a lot, and for some reason I've never purchased olives from there. I think we have from like a central market around here. But I'll have to keep an eye out for that and look for some olives to try from there. Jillian, I used to think I was selfish to put myself first. Now I realize it's the best thing you can do for yourself, including with food. Absolutely. I've always kind of, you know, shared some things with some of my mom friends and was like, you know, especially with fitness, and if you're interested in incorporating some fitness with your feasting and fasting, our course will be launching at the end of May. Is, you know, we have to have that same philosophy with fitness too. And I'm always my best me when I'm feeding myself well and I'm making time for myself to work out. And I am a firm believer that, you know, you can take 45 minutes out of your day and be selfish with it and shut everything out mentally and emotionally and just focus on you and your body. And that is really the best way to get a good workout in. And this is the stuff I'm going to be teaching you guys in our level 2 course. So yeah, you have to take care of you first. Otherwise, you're just no good to anyone else. And there's too many people that need us to be good and need us to be at our best that we owe it to them too. So never feel bad about doing that for yourself. Thanks, Kara, for posting the base culture information there. Maria, all I can say is life has been more satisfying just eating better and feeling amazing. You're awesome and have the best birthday ever. Thanks so much, Maria. And I haven't seen you for a while, so it's good to see you on here with us. So my day today has been absolutely fantastic. I woke up feeling great. Got upstairs, did my Peloton workout. Fantastic workout. Kids were super supportive this morning and super nice and got themselves off to school. Then I went for a run, believe it or not, after my Peloton class with sweet little Callie. And we talked about, I think it was last week, we talked about stress incontinence and can fasting cure stress incontinence. And I've been very open here about the battles that I have had with stress incontinence. And I have to share with you guys that I ran this morning with my dog in a pair of light gray capri workout pants and didn't even have a thought about stress incontinence because I have been cured of that some amazing way through fasting and inflammation that has just disappeared from my body and just having the process of healing myself. And so it was such a great thing, I think, especially being on my birthday, that I was able to go for a run and not have that lingering in my mind or feeling super stressed out about it or self-conscious about it. I freely ran with Callie and had an amazing time. So I'm here to officially announce that running season is open, and I'm going to be definitely doing a lot of running in this upcoming year. Probably set a goal to run a half marathon or something like that in the upcoming months. And we'll be sharing a lot of that in our level 2 course on how to really prepare yourself for some really good physical fitness. It doesn't have to be running by any means. That just happens to be what I do. But really help you find your kind of soulmate fitness activity or physical activity that you really like to partake in. That's going to really allow you to take yourself to that next level as far as what you want to do to just make your life more energized and healthy overall. So I'm super excited about what we're going to be doing in the next couple of months. Okay, let's see. I saw some more comments roll through on YouTube, so I'm going to grab those really quickly. Dayton, Ohio's in the house. I used to hate olives. Now I love them. Great for those of us who love salty things like chips. Exactly. We use olives as an appetizer in our house for sure. We'll open a can or two and we're kind of in the kitchen hanging out and chatting and visiting, and we'll eat them as a snack. Down 14 pounds in 3 weeks. Thanks for caring. Here from Dayton, Ohio, being authentically me. Down 14 pounds in 3 weeks. That is so awesome. Sharita, that is fantastic. Good for you. I bet you feel amazing. Irene, happy birthday. Many more blessings. Thank you. Marie, watching from Jamaica. Lucky you. Elizabeth, happy birthday. Thank you. Letta, hello from Indiana. Paula, you're welcome. This, I am the same way. I looked at recipes and getting ideas. I cook only for myself, so I make something easy and something that I like. Yeah, me too. I use recipes as inspiration and I never follow them at all. It's just too much work. John, is it a danger to not drink any pure water in my days, but drinking tea or juice? Yes, you need water for sure. For sure. So yeah, I'm not a big recipe follower, and one of the big, when I was really looking into doing this kind of lifestyle, one of the big things that really turned me off specifically about following a pure ketogenic diet was I would flip through like the recipe books and stuff and all the things I had to buy to be able to cook like that. were all foreign to me. And I thought, ugh, it's way too much work. So, and trust me, if you're keto and you get that, I admire you. It just was not my thing. And so we are literally like, I open the refrigerator and go, what are we having for dinner? And I pull some things out and we create a meal. And we've made some really, really amazing meals that we do share with our course participants in the bonus section. And if you're on our email list, every Friday we send out a recipe kind of tip or trick kind of thing. So make sure you get on our email list and I'll share some food things that we've learned. But birthday today has been absolutely amazing. I have to tell you guys, I feel absolutely amazing. I feel super blessed. I feel super grateful to have all of you here. This has been an amazing journey over the last couple of years, and it feels like, and I know it is just getting better. So if you're new, welcome. We have a lot to share with you. We have a lot to offer you. If you've been around with me from the beginning, I appreciate you. Thanks for coming back and for always being willing to be so open and sharing your journey with me as well and this amazing community. I love you guys. You guys are the best, and you are a big part of my journey and what I've been through the last few years as well. So I appreciate you more than you know. If you haven't been in our course yet, jump in. May 5th is our next course start date. It'll be our birthday month course, which is going to be super fun. And then for those of you who've been asking and who have been around for a little while with me, our level 2 course will be launching. We have made a decision to make it like a quarterly type of course, so we'll have 3 months to kind of hang out together and work on some pretty deep stuff together. So we will be officially launching registration in a couple weeks, and then the course will officially start in June. We've decided to do it on a quarterly basis, so we'll go June to the end of September, and then our next one won't start until October. So basic course starts May 5th. I would love to teach you how to live this lifestyle openly, proudly, and authentically. And if you've been around with us, make sure you're on our email list. Or you're on our email list if you've been in our course. We'll be launching registration for the level 2 course hopefully in the next week or so. So again, thank you so much for all your love and support today. You guys have meant the world to me as far as your messages. I love reading them, so keep them coming. And then I will see you guys Friday over at our IF Keto Family Life Facebook page, where Michael and I will be going live and sharing some pretty cool stuff with you on Friday. So thanks for jumping on with me and sharing a little bit of my birthday with me today. I love you guys. Have a super fantastic day and continue to make choices that will lead you to a life where you look and feel your best and are living it most authentically. Have a super day. See you guys.